All right, Mr. Cuban Link, we back again. This is like the 8th million interview that we have had.
Yes, and they love it. So we keep doing it. It's a good thing. You know? It's a good thing. Panda. Cuban Panda. Or the Panda. Or the Lincoln Panda show. Yeah, Lincoln. We gotta do that show, man. We gotta stop. I know we got a lot of things going on, both of our lives. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things, but we gotta definitely do this.
What are your thoughts about TA's beef with Joe? Do you agree with him exposing the things about Joe? Because a lot of people are feeling like it's a little bit much.
I mean, listen, say the truth. Say the truth if you want to say the truth. My shit's 100% truth. And like I said, is he saying enough? You asking the motherfucking leader of the Fuck Fat Joe movement to if he's saying enough? Like, no, it's never enough, my nigga. It's never enough. So I mean, like I said, when I say things, it's proof. Like we proved a lot of things that it took me 23 years to do it, thanks to you / you know what I'm saying, my fucking stubbornness, other niggas stumbliness and drunkenness and stupid shit. I gotta wait for dumb shit to happen, but it happens. The truth always comes out regardless. But it doesn't matter because most of the people are still like, I don't know, time doesn't cure certain things that and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go back in the past and catch you know what I'm saying, like Time Cop. I go back in that fucking shit and make sure you go, you know what I'm saying, when I catch you now. Because I know the truth, and now that I'm going to catch you before you actually do it. And you go to fucking, the dungeon, not even jail. You're going to go to the motherfucking, the Bronx Till restaurant. We're going to close the door on you. That's what we're going to do. But, like I said, it's like my case, I don't know about TA, but...
But when you hear, like, some of the stuff that he's putting out there, does it sound believable to you?
I stopped. It sounds, but he's not talking like me. I don't hear him talking. I hear him write. I see writing. I do all three of them shits. I'm trifecta with this. I give you a motherfucking like a story before I put out this. I put out the video that I do. I write you a caption, introduce you to the story, and then I do this interview shit live, so you can hear it from my mouth. So I ain't getting that from him. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hear him saying it like this. I want to hear this.
Right.
And I want to,
but like, okay, but based off of the stories that he's been putting out on his Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is like your perspective of when you're seeing this, the stuff that he's saying about Joe?
I don't know. Like, I ain't see that fat beluga in fucking 20 years. So, he was always a freaky dude. He was always AAA. He was always a little fucking like, greedy sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, like, if you got something, he'll try to get you to share it. And then, so when he got his shit, he'll run to the fucking beluga room and put 3 fucking locks on it with the chair on it. And you can't get in the room. But
because I see some similarities to some of the stuff that you have said and some of the things that TA has been saying, especially in regards to like the women and the sex thing, right? Because it seems like a lot of what TA is saying is centered around like Joe just being a complete like horn dog and will do anything for some, you know what I mean? Like he'll like betray anybody, risk anything.
He always
and so like
shit.
Some of the things that you said before, like Joe would always want to run triz when he saw you with certain girls, like he wanted to get in on that, but he didn't want to share his with you.
But we did,
and
though,
that's
but he did. I can't even say he started getting like that later when, like, you know what I'm saying, felt himself like being the Fat Joe, the beluga. But before that, it was like fucking teamwork. You know what I'm saying? But everybody grows out of it. You know what I'm saying? I grew out of the fucking, you know what I'm saying, locomotion fever. So, you know what I'm saying? But before, niggas was crazy. Like, but it was about sharing, you know? That was the worst shit you could do, you know? Fucking, but it was trapped up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't go on safety and all that. But I'm just saying that was a thing that you get used to. And as far as like some people, you know what I'm saying? I smoked weed back in the days. Like, I got used to it like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I take a pull now. I take a fucking pull and I'm fucking high as fuck. One pull of Reg. You know what I'm saying? The Reggie got me fucked up. So, like I said, like, it's something, it's like a phase. That was the phase where we was coming up, triz and all that shit. So that's the thing about it, though. We say shit like Trish, and we really doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So everything we're doing stupid shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we say in our rhymes, like, we was usually doing back then. But he was freaky. He was a freaky nigga. He got busy with the crew. AAA was everywhere. Nigga was, you know what I'm saying? He was going to every fucking toy, fucking sparking up. That nigga never ran out of energy. You know what I'm saying? So he's a freaky nigga. Do I doubt it? It's a lot of people. It's a lot of dudes now that I know they get, you know, especially niggas wiped up, that they get in their assholes licked. So you're saying that their girlfriends introduce them to that. That's supposed to be a G spot or whatever the fuck that they tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. Like I told you before, I seen the difference. I seen what happens. Like I seen the before and after the butt lick. You know what I'm saying? So after the butt lick, it was a lot of sweetness. It's just a lot of sweetness that comes out. And I seen I seen at least 3 people that, and they told me because they're my boys, but I seen them like very passive, very chilling, very. It was like a lot of fucking real gay shit that I never seen in them before. I see that in Joe when he goes, guys, hey guys, no guys. That's why I fucking mock him when I see that, because it's like real Joisha shit. You know, so I believe TA when it comes, you know, when it comes to the, you know, the fucking Hershey hole getting, you know, licked up. And
so what about like some of the other things that he's said, like he's calling his hotel room, telling him to come finish the job and stuff, and like he's jacking off while watching TA, you know, have sex with the girl and say, harder TA, yeah, harder TA. Like
that. I mean, I can tell you right now, me and Pun used to fucking have me do that, because you know what I'm saying, but not like that. Not nice.
Well, what do you mean? Well, elaborate, because that sounds suspect.
No. Our shit was never suspect. Our shit was homie shit where, you know what I'm saying, we're in fucking New Amsterdam and the motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying, yo, bring the bitch. He'll pay for a bitch and he'll fuck right there, twin. Fuck right. He looking at me, but I take a peek over there. He's not over there fucking trying to, you know, say blow himself, turn into a ball or jerking off or nothing. He's just like this. Yeah, go ahead, kill. Like a beast. But yo, we do that when we do tricks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I never did that to nobody. Be like, yeah, fuck. But it's comfortable season where it's like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm rooming with him, right, you don't mind. But it never a direct opponent with me, and I'm jerking off with some R. Kelly shit, you know? So never.
Yo, because some of these fans is wild. They're like, yo, it's a regular thing. Like, you supposed to be jacking off while the other one is doing it and stuff. And I'm just like,
no, you're not supposed to be doing that. First of all, you're not be doing that. Then you already bad. You should put it past that. There's nowhere in the world. Like, I could even get hard with another nigga's there. Hey, I don't give a fuck how he banging her. I thought he gonna turn me on right there. He's like, oh shit, I gotta go after that nigga right there. He's banging the shit out of her. I'm not going after that shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, nowadays privacy is better. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's way better, always been better. And that's how it's supposed to go to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing all of this. He's wifed up. You know, he got married, he got a daughter. So if he's still doing that, that's a life of a movie star.
Do you think that there is like any line that shouldn't be crossed when you're...
Yeah, the line is in Joe's ass that goes into his crack. That one. But he was already been crossed, so it doesn't matter. TA got to go all the way now. He could go anywhere now.
So even with the casualties, like collateral damage with his son, his wife, and everything like that, you think
what happened with that? I need to get that.
Well, I mean, like, you know, he like, I think there were a few times that he tagged his wife and like in the post, and then, you know, spoke about possibly even bringing his son up if Joe like doesn't stop, you know, doing certain things.
He going there.
So, I mean, like, do you think that like there's like, you know, all is fair in love and war kind of thing, or do you think that there's a point where you're like, all right, bro, like you're going too far?
I mean, listen, calm as a motherfucker. So I gotta tell you. I mean, I never did it. But I wouldn't do it. Mama stop. But
you understand it.
I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And he never did it either. So, you know, I guess that in that case, you know what I'm saying? We respect that line. That's the only line ever. And I don't think so, because he's still trying to block probably my son for getting a deal. He'll do that shit. That's even fucking worse than just probably talking about somebody. He did that to Pun's son. So, respect no kids. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you know, the leader shows his team, and they get certain bad habits, good habits. You got a leader that robs. have a robbing ass crew. You got a leader that steals. You don't have a thief. You don't have, you got a leader that, what I'm saying, shows his team that he falls, he gets back up, and he feeds the whole team, and what I'm saying, he makes the team part of. Yeah, I'm talking Meech. There's a Meech. I just put that up in my Instagram. Meech, Big Meech said a speech like that. I put it up, but that's the truth. It's like, what I'm saying, it reflects on the leader. So the leader is the leader, and that's what wearing the hat, wearing the crown. You know what I'm saying? So if he's going with it, right? I mean, he's got a lot of things going on. I guess, I mean, I'm seeing things from a different level also, but I see a lot of truth that saying he's supposed to be questioned for and trial for, as far as the street justice and hip hop justice. I see that shit is out the window. Like, niggas do not care about a nigga stealing $4 million from one of the biggest stars especially that made him. Fuck the personal shit is that's for him for karma to get him. But as far as like now it's out, it's proof. Like, this nigga stole. He's a thief. Stole from a dead man and his family. So imagine what he did behind the scenes with us. That's why when I told you things that I had to really anticipate and really put together on my own after years, I'm trying to tell you that he did. So you know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to play catch up with nobody, but I think that should be enough. Where what I'm saying, you got a lot of content out there, not just between us. It's just reality, like paperwork. Things that actually has been done.
So speaking about paperwork, right? One of the things that TA just brought up recently was there was an OG from the Willis Lynch mob that confirmed the snitching allegations and everything. Have you heard about that?
I'm never ever touching that shit again. I'm staying away from that shit.
You learned your lesson on that one.
Yeah. I get the fuck out of here. Niggas ain't catching me with that bullshit. And it's not just because, I look stupid with it. I look stupid, but I look stupid for the wrong reason. I kept the G and be like, you know what? Let me just face it up and say the truth, which has always been the truth, what I said. But let me leave it with this way, because at the end of the day, when I left it with, it's not my business. I left it off with that speech because not that I learned too much from my mistake, but it's too deep. It's too deep, and it had nothing to do with me. And I don't like getting into shit that it doesn't involve me. You know what I'm saying? Whether I would like to know if there's the truth or not, but I'd rather see it this time. You know what I'm saying? Wherever somebody has the balls for real and don't back out, and you know what I'm saying? Try to whatever it is, blackmail a nigga, Joe pay a nigga off, and then you look stupid later on. I don't want to get caught like that. You know what I'm saying? And niggas got the criminal mind. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even blame them. They in there, they probably need money. So they probably doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowingly that Cuban is going to put it out there, and that's all I need. And then, the nigga going to pay some money to get away from that. So I don't know. Tell TA to take over that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that. But I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. And if it's true, I love the truth. So.
Because I just did a video on what TA had said in his stories about that, right? But I also said, like, there's been numerous allegations about this, like, maybe not the same situation, but about the whole snitching in general.
It's the same. It's always the same.
Oh, is
all of it. I guarantee you all. Yep.
Well, no, because remember, like Spider Loc had spoke about it too, and he was talking about two different incidents that didn't have to do with that. So it's just like there's just kind of been.
What are you talking about?
You remember Spider Loc?
Spider Loc said?
He talked about
He said the shit he ran, but he was part of that. He said that they chased him and he ran that one?
Yeah, it was two different times though. He said the VMAs one where he said Joe ran to the police.
Yeah,
and then he said in Miami, in Miami that Mace and him was running down on Joe and Joe ran to the police. This is what Spider Loc said.
Yeah, but that's not the snitching. That's not the serious snitching that everybody's talking about.
Right.
When you're talking about the serious snitching, it's the same paperwork that came around. Before that,
because there was flyers too before in New York circling, right?
I remember.
Right, but what I'm saying is that it seems to be like numerous times this keeps getting brought up, though.
But it's the same, and I think every time it comes up, it's because niggas need money, and they put it out there with the pressure. Gets out. Time to quiet down. The motherfucking, whatever it is, and they go take care of it. That's what I feel. because there's no way in the world. It's just I just found kind of funny when he responded to the like when I was that they was blaming me for the paperwork that I put out or something that he did the live. I seen the way he reacted. It's like, come on, okay, like you know what I'm saying. And it's just that I don't know, guilty motherfuckers is guilty, and the way I know a lot of shit I don't know. I just know, and I can't prove it, but I don't want to chase it. I don't want to chase that because you know what? I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do no crime with that nigga.
Yeah, because you're going to get in trouble again.
No, I don't get fucking in trouble. I don't get in trouble. It's just, it's not my business.
Right.
It's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I never fucking snitched on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Never. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I don't even get caught up in that. And I never did crimes with niggas like that. So I leave it alone because it's, you know what? But this, I told you that when I pursued it, this niggas contacted me. And I had mad fucking information. It's just like I told you, can't depend on people because they probably they had a different agenda. Because as soon as certain things happen, you know what I'm saying? Niggas they fucking flew away. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Nobody was ever be found, and Cuban was left with a fucking bologna sandwich, butt naked in the fucking roof. So you know what? I'll stay away. It's not my thing. So that's all.
Let's move on to the next one. What do you think about Joe saying he ended the West Coast, East Coast beef?
Shit, we're still talking about why Joe said it. I think we established that he's a fucking liar. I mean, I don't want to go back and think, when is he lying? I don't give a fuck about why he says no anymore. The minute that nigga told Jadakiss that he wrote Senorita, my nigga, I'm never listening to that fat bastard again. Like before, I could have given him a little argument with it, and look back into this nigga lies about this. I could do my math on that, but now everything he lies. He's a liar, and I think he's doing it because now he got so much, I guess, power that he feels he has so much power and freedom to do anything he wants. That his main thing is lie, and he figures he could get away with everything because they're blowing him, and everybody's like following him. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I think he made a device where, you know what I'm saying? I think he brainwashed niggas and I don't know what he does. But I don't know how the fuck. I just don't know why. I don't know how the fuck. Unless the devil has a lot of, it's just he overtook everything. Because I know a lie. You know a lie. You know what the fuck is right and wrong. You know that you don't get rewarded for wrong shit. Anywhere you go. You get away with things in certain places, but now all this shit, maybe he didn't. I mean, he paid off the right people to have that force field around him, and it is what it is. But like I said, I know what it is. I'm not going crazy. My mind is, what I'm saying.
Well, because the reason why I'm asking you is because you were there during that time period with Terror Squad, during the time that he's talking about, where he's saying that. He confronted Ice Cube at Farrakhan's house and everything, and there was a situation down in Miami with some West Coast cats and all that.
Dang, it was in the middle. I remember him being he had a problem with Ice Cube, but it wasn't that much of a problem. I've been there when it was a bigger problem then, but that's the time where Farrakhan was holding a meeting for peace. And
were you there?
No, I didn't go. That's like right in the cup before we really started fucking with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he was involved in that. He and him and Ice Cube had a problem. Yeah, he had a problem with that. But then he spoke. You know what I'm saying? He knows where to go to the hot spot, tickets. Where the big show is gonna be at. And he knows how to. At least, you know what I'm saying? He was around a lot of places where big things happen. He was, even before, you know what I'm saying? I was in. And he has history on things like that. But he also manipulates facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about him almost getting the mic with fucking Biggie and fucking Pac. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard that story. Never. Ever since I've been with him.
So you think that, like...
No, I could tell that.
So you think that there's like maybe some basis to the truth, but it's exaggerated?
No, I think he's going now. He wants to be part of everything in hip-hop because he wants now running for mayor of hip-hop. was to be the beluga. The mayor, the governor was to be a branch of something that it's politics. So he's shooting for that. And, you know, and I think he's inventing things like that. And people, you know, he don't think it's that, let me just throw a little bit of lie in there. But if you let a little lie, you're going to change history. With that fat fuck, go there. He's going to change up. He's going to be the one who invented the fucking world at the end of the day. He invented hip-hop at the end of the day because he's going to, you know, do it his way. And he changed the truth. You know what I'm saying? Now, I definitely know that fucking shit with the almost Mike and the Tupac, lies. And I don't give a fuck what Kane said. I don't care what Kane said, because if that story was true, that nigga would have said it a million times like every other story. And I spent at least 10 years with that nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? And we was all there for the beginning. Those are stories. I heard about the Tupac shit. You know, I heard about the Tupac shit when he put Charlie Brown. All the stories with me. I remember that. I remember when he had Bone Thugs in Harmony. And he had him on a, hey, Joey, I went to the video. I was in that video. He had with Bone Thugs in Harmony in the video. And he was one nigga who, from the East Coast that he had the connection with him because of Steve Lobel. I could say that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But him fucking putting on Trick Daddy, that's where he goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's where he starts with the
Okay, so
him writing to Eureka.
So I don't think that there's any. I don't think that there's any like argument that he did have a connection with Bone Thugs and he made the call to Steve Lobel. I think that the argument is him having to convince Bone Thugs of doing the song with Biggie.
Definitely did something. Yeah, he wants to force his way into that big collaboration. But I'm saying the biggest shit, because you know he goes there. He doesn't stop there. The beluga has to travel more because he took more air in. So the blowhole is gonna fucking explode if he doesn't go to the next fucking chapter. You know what I'm saying? And hit the Hocus. So that's the next one was that he had an album with Biggie. That's it. Like, that's when he starts lying.
Right.
Starts the lies. That's when he goes lies, and that's when you catch the beluga. That's the only reason, because he's gonna open his mouth, and that's when the hook could go. If you got the line out there, and you have the right bait. The bait is the two bitches that blew his ass.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask you too about Thicker Than Water. Were you out there with Pun and Joe when they filmed that movie?
No, I was touring with Pun. Then we went there for 2 days.
For 2 days?
2 days out. Yeah, 2 days. We was doing a little tour. I mean, Pun and I think he was doing under LL, the tour L. And while he was doing that, Joe was doing a movie with Mac 10. But he was handling also a lot of shit over there with fixing up that situation. So
then you can say that to a certain extent he did have a hand in repairing the relationships between the West Coast and the East Coast then, right?
That was way after. Because
some people believe that the beef between East Coast and West Coast ended after Biggie died. And the timeline for Thicker Than Water, it came out like I think in 1999, but it was probably filmed like in 1998. The situation with Ice Cube started in 97.
After Biggie died, it was over. I think that was it. The media got their way. Remember, they put those two guys. They put the two guys like there was, you know what I'm saying? Like there was the East. They made them states. They made California and New York the voice of those two guys, and then people behind the scenes are getting fired up. So you know what I'm saying? They made it like that. The media made it like that. It wasn't really even like that. If you hear a lot of interviews with Pac behind the scenes, it was nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Buckshot Shorty used to, you know what I'm saying? The Boot Camp Click. He used to stay in New York too. You know what I'm saying? Those are my dudes too. So he had a lot of affiliates in New York. He just didn't fuck with certain niggas. You know what I'm saying? The main niggas, which is Bad Boy, but that was the war because it was, music and they wanted to get money and whatever. But it was war. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I really understand that. It's just my shit. My situation is the same fucking borough, actually. Same neighborhood, but a nigga in the same neighborhood. So that's my shit with Joe. You know what I'm saying? But they was two coasts that are, two top dogs. And that money got in the way, you know what I'm saying, that from everything. That money got in the way with the magazines. The more issues they sold when they talked about the beef, you know what I'm saying, the more diss songs was getting, the better diss songs. It was getting, the artist was getting rewarded. Even though Biggie didn't even say He didn't have to even go at Pac with Iran. But he said a lot of things he said a lot of things. I remember, Biggie. They keep saying that, like Puff keeps saying that he never answered them. I think he did many ways. And they fired me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody kill you. Crazy. Just the hooks. He always got Pac back with a hook.
Well, Who Shot Ya was interpreted as a diss song, but I guess it wasn't a diss song when he had recorded it, but when he released it, it was kind of released as one. And then Long Kiss Goodnight, people believe was about Pac.
I think we could listen to the album ourselves and we could tell you that nigga, and it's only right for him to defend himself. He was defending himself if that's the case, but he was saying some real shit. He was saying some real mobster shit. You know what I'm saying? Don shit. He was Don. He was the Don. So he was speaking like a Don. You know what I'm saying? Pac was speaking like a thug ass, you know what I'm saying, revolutionary nigga that's, you know what I'm saying, with that hot blood. So, but at the same time, there was a lot of that beef got too crazy because there was too many people and too many spies and motherfucking intruders from other. You don't know who did it. I mean, it's a lot. The FBI, there's a lot of shit that could be, you know what I'm saying, played. And when it gets like that, when it gets messy ways, not organized like that, that's when the hidden hand comes along and something like that's happening. Remember Remy from Higher Learning?
Right.
And shit like that, you know what I'm saying? The niggas think that they beef with each other and somebody in the top of the room with a sniper is the government. So that's what I'm saying. It could be that.
Because people like Gene Deal was even saying that behind the scenes, there were so many people working on ending the beef between the East Coast and the West Coast already, right? So they kind of got offended in a way when Joe had taken he said that he was the one that did it when there were so many forces already working on that. Now, I know he got mad at Ice Cube and West Side Connection in general because when they had released their debut album as a group, they had that song, All the Critics in New York, and it was going at people in New York, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. This was after Pac had died already.
Yeah.
But before Big had died.
Yeah. Joe was trying to be definitely wherever, even when Pac was talking shit about like the East Coast a little bit, Joe was vocal about it. That whole shit situation he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? That East and West Coast shit. The whole shit started because of that.
Oh, so
it was
were you
West
there?
Side? I don't know nothing.
Were you there?
Were you there? Stop trying to ask me with that little voice. That little fucking voice. Stop. You're not going to get that. I'm just saying, in that era, that West Coast and beef, and East Coast beef was spreading like wildfire. So it wasn't just Biggie and Pac. It was a lot of shit. I remember when Coolio came. We're talking about Gangsta's Paradise. He came to my college. I wasn't even. I mean, Pun was just performing. Like starting to get with Joe, so he was on stage. But at the time, I wasn't even. That was my school, Lehman College. So I was in the audience, and I was watching the show, and it was just like, soon as Coolio came out with the braids and everything. Whoa! West Coast. He was in there like that. I'm saying they booed him off. He tried to do Gangsta's Fight. He was like, "Fuck y'all niggas," then. You know what I'm saying? But that was, you felt the tension. You know what I'm saying? It was it was spreading like that. That's what I'm saying. It was just like motherfuckers from New York not liking the West Coast because of the propaganda that was going on. And it's the same way over there. Niggas was getting robbed over there in L.A.
What about the situation where Joe is at
what the fuck are we talking about?
At the radio station, and he's talking about the East Coast, West Coast beef, and then that's what gets, he says, some of the Puerto Ricans mad in prison that try to go after Pac. Were you there at the radio station when he said what he did?
I don't remember.
He said, like, they asked him about the East Coast, West Coast beef, and he's like, yeah, these people, like, he kind of made some references to Tupac, like talking shit basically about the East Coast.
Yeah, back then, I told you, back then he was vocal about it. But
were you there?
I don't know exactly.
At the radio station, I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know what radio station. Papito Stretch? What was it? What was the radio station? Because it was.
Well, you know, like sometimes when he tells stories, he doesn't include all the details, so I don't remember.
Oh, but this is
probably Hot 97.
But is this a new interview or way back in the days archive type shit? Because I remember back in the days.
It's back in. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. He's talking about he was at the radio station during that time when they asked him about the East Coast West Coast beef, and he said something, and it about Tupac dissing the East Coast or whatever, and then that's when he got people mad in prison, and then they started going after Tupac.
I don't know if that was why niggas in prison got mad, but I know that questions like that back in the days when they was asking, he was saying things like that because he was sticking up for New York. Not so much for Biggie, but for New York. He just wanted to be a representative. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted the beef to come to him so he could get that shine. So I understand why he was doing it, and he was ready to do it. And I was telling niggas, damn, but Pac is nice, nigga. I fuck with Pac. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I fuck with Biggie, because I fuck with Biggie. Nigga, we met Biggie. Me and Pun did a little intro for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, we took it also like music. But then later on, when I went through my situation, I was like, hey, yeah, that shit personal, motherfucker, nigga. You better know what side you pick. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know Pac like that at the end of the day, but I know he's a great musician. You know what I'm saying? I love what he does. I know that his spirit jumps up in me. You know what I'm saying? As just a fellow hip hop fucking just, you know what I'm saying? Musician. You know what I'm saying? That loves his music. Biggie is his own fucking king, but in his own right. So, but I know Biggie. I met Biggie. We met Biggie. Me and Pun, we did something with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Puff let us get up there.
Okay, so what about Joe saying that he was with Biggie every single day?
Okay, we're not gonna do this again. I told you, he wasn't doing the album with fucking Biggie. I told you that. They asked fucking Puffy that in the air. Puffy said, I don't know what Joe talking about. That's Puffy. That's like a better of Joe, but better Fat Joe. Like, that's the nigga who knows everything and is a business mogul to do that. That's why Joe is trying to be like Puffy. You know what I'm saying? But Joe is just.
I've never seen that clip.
Yes, it's there.
Of him saying that.
I was there. So you go check it. It's there. I was there. I don't know if it's a clip on YouTube, but I was actually there. So I'm like this. Because that nigga was capping. So he caps like that. He goes overboard. You give a nigga a rope. You want to go be cowboy. Yeah. No. Can't fit on a horse. You're going to break the horse's fucking back. Get off the horse, Joey. Get off.
Let's go back. So why do you think that Kane confirmed his story if it's not true?
I don't know. He's probably telling the truth.
Politics?
No, he's probably telling the truth. Like he like right now, what we said. One part of it is probably true. He probably was there at the venue. That was Flojo era when he first came out. He would have definitely grabbed that mic 100% if he had a chance to. Because that nigga went to my hood. Like when we was around the hood, that nigga, I remember one time I told a nigga, yo, my man want to battle you. I'm in TUD. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to show, and he was a street shit. He was some street shit. He went with me, Dolo, to the ranch, 168 in Prospect right there in the building. And I met up. I was the middle man. I met up with my man, TUD. You know what I'm saying? And I let them battle. They battled right there, 3 verses. And he said 3 verses over Flojo, and shit is real. And you know what I'm saying? At the time, the verses of that. Because back in the days, we used to say shit that was on the album. And you know what I'm saying? And TUD said what he said. You know what I'm saying? T was a little nervous, but he had the heart to come with me, Dolo, and do that. I respected that. You know what I'm saying? He did that. So that's what I'm saying. But that's the old Joe. You know what I'm saying? That's the old Joe. And, you know, I don't know. That's just the way the new Joe is not somebody that I know. That's why his asshole's getting licked, and that's why he's going crazy with telling lies. Before he had people there.
So who won that battle?
Lyrically, TUD had better lyrics, but Joe's performance and you know how you battle rap. He came in with that, and he's Dolo. He's not supposed to be in that fucking building. You know what I'm saying? Like that's enemy territory for him. He came and he represented Dolo with me, and you know what I'm saying. He didn't know me like that, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know each other, so at the end of it, those are my niggas more than him. So he trusted the fact that, you know what I'm saying? And that was respect. Yeah, the only reason...
So it wasn't like a battle.
No, it was a battle.
It wasn't like a battle.
It It was a versus, 3
I
battles.
know, but it wasn't like a personal battle where like I'm talking about your mom, I'm talking about you, and this and stuff. It was just like your best verses.
They didn't like each other like that. It was beef, but it wasn't like personal rhymes. It was like who's the best. Like back in the days, it was about personal shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I know you, you know what I'm saying, and they gonna get you. It was the same rhymes. The same rhymes that the delivery has to be you know what I'm saying, better. The lyrics that he's saying, what he's saying. But the delivery Joe had, you know, he definitely overshot. He overshined with just the attitude. You know what I'm saying? With louder, more conviction in his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just fucking to you straight from the hood. He's like a little like, you know what I'm saying? He's the nicest nigga I know, one of the nicest. But that day he was like a little like, you know what I'm saying, a little shook, a little like, oh, maybe he didn't remember. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens when you get to that stage. But it was in the hallway. It was in the middle of the hallways. You know what I'm saying? But they both did good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I respected Joe because he came with me dolo from over there to over there. And I respect that. I was dope. You know what I'm saying? But
why were you guys never on the Beef DVD?
Because they didn't want to publicize that one beef. Just like K Slade didn't want to say it. He didn't want to give light.
Did you ever get approached about it or anything like that, about being on the Beef DVD?
I'm special. I think I'm special. By this time, I think I'm special. I think I'm special. I think Joe does so much shit to protect him. Makes me, like I said, they made me notorious. They wanted to keep, I think Joe took care of it. I definitely know that Joe had to do something with not publicizing that publicity. That publicity right there was going to give me light. Was going to give the fight, the light to the fight. Yeah, everybody else's fucking fight there. Maybe the nigga who was doing the DVD, maybe he got trained by them not to put that on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's Quincy Jones' son.
And
that does the Beef DVDs, right?
And my beef with Joe.
QD3.
My beef with Joe is one of the most serious beefs that could ever be, besides the Pac and Joe. I mean, the Pac and Biggie. Besides that beef.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, why would your guys' beef not be on there? Especially because I feel like that would have been like a hip hop fan's dream.
Yeah, but they probably remember the hip hop cops was there too. Hip hop cops was looking at me very much. The niggas next to me. Joe said that was next to him too. I heard him. The hip hop police, the following niggas. I think they didn't want the Tupac and Biggie situation to happen again, so they didn't give it light. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give it light like they gave the Biggie shit because they started up. But I still lost. Even that situation, I lost that situation because it's like, God damn, you missed all the hip hop beats. That includes my rhymes, the diss songs that I did. They would have heard that shit. They would have understood. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different chapters to an artist. If you're a real artist, my nigga, you got different moods, you got different eras, you got different phases, and it's still you. But you know, it's good when you hear an album back and you're like, we hear Illmatic, you hear the Young Nas, but you see that painting how he was drawing, how poetical he was. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, of course, you see him get Larilla. Game wasn't as fun, so he got more like a job, and he wasn't the same Nas because it wasn't that colorful and that joyful. Just like me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm mad, you can catch me. The chain reaction wasn't even that mad, but you know what I'm saying? But you've seen certain things. You've seen 24 Carats. You know what I'm saying? You've seen Yeah Baby. You've seen Capital Punishment. You've seen the voices. My voice changed like a motherfucker. I sound like super fucking Mighty Mouse back when I started. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the fucking Barry White sexy ass voice that the girls go crazy about. I don't got that. Like, hey baby, come here. They don't got that. Yeah, baby. Back in the days, it sounded like a chipmunk. You know what I'm saying? And people grow, and especially if, like, you know, Lil Wayne, we seen him go through his phases. You know, he's a hip hop baby. We seen that young kid since he was like 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? Fireman, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Through when he became, which is a legend too, in his own right. He changed the game too.
Right.
That's the one that, even though, you know what I'm saying, like the East Coast, even though they love him, he crosses borders. But like old school niggas like myself, like that was like last of the Mohicans right there. That was the last, like, you know what I'm saying, like hip hop baby that I consider that it was, you know, he belonged up there top tier. You know what I'm saying? Of course, with 50, one of the last niggas too. But we seen Lil Wayne work.
So,
he was like Michael Jackson to us. Like, you know, that nigga grew up. We seen him when he was regular, work hard. We've seen the talent and go crazy. Like, and he wrote his own rhymes. hard worker. That motherfucker's a
Right.
superstar. He just look crazy, but he's a superstar.
So we saw like, you know, some of the DJs cover your guys' beef, right? You and Joe, like P Cutta and everything. And then there was like that whole misinfo thing where she said, oh, there was a fight at the Haven Hotel and it was Cuban Link and Joe. But were there other big outlets that were covering your guys' issue? It was like MTV covering it. Were there other magazines?
The cops were the main source. The cops and the feds. I think that's the best. Those niggas was like the Source and Double XL.
Source magazine, Double XL, none of those magazines were covering your guys' beef at all.
A little bit. You seen? Did you see it? Did you go back in the archives? I mean, this little bit of thing. I mean, I spoke out. Every time I spoke out, I think I went down a level. So, so from back then, it was like Joe was already like, he had seniority, so he had the big players. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just doing those that were interested. But even though, when you work for a magazine, you got to go through the editor, chief editor. You got to tell him, check out my story, and whoever touches that, whoever controls that, or it has access to that, usually the niggas who do business, and Joe was one of them niggas that did business with the bosses type shit, because he's his own, he was the CEO of the company. So I understand, and y'all gotta understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a very good cheat. I'm not even cheater. He's a good enemy, but a bitch. That's all. I always said that. He's a bitch to me. He's a faggot, homo, fuck. And I don't mean that for the LQQ, whatever. Not like that. I'm talking about pussy to me. That's it. That's because he owes me, and he needs to face me one day. Maybe not to fight, whatever. We could start talking, warm myself up, curse each other out in front of each other. Then we could go, blood sport, dip our fingers in the fucking glass and nails. Then we take the gloves off, and we go fist, and then we take the knives, and we do the fucking samurai, and we go through all of that shit. We say it together, and then to the end. And I push him over in the fucking volcano, and he explodes, and the beluga dies. But then, we could do that. Or he pushes me, and the fucking little rabbit dies. So it don't matter. We both fall. We both fucking die.
Would you compare your guys' beef to like 50 in Game?
Way worse than that.
Well, I mean, they had a shootout.
Nigga, you see these fucking scars?
At Hot 97.
Do you see this beautiful? Do you see these scars?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
I know my handsomeness.
But you know what I mean, though. Some of the similarities.
No. Problem is that it's hard playing this kind of game when shit is real. It's hard. Because I could play like that where it's like I laugh at myself. Oh shit, no chance. Scarface 3. Oh, Scarface 2. Oh, yeah. But then when I get serious, and you ask me a question like that, because that's a serious question, right? And you compare me to something like that, then you doubt it. I have to tell you, are you for real? Because I'm that nigga that you do that to. It's a real nigga shit, right? It's not about, oh yeah, money, Oh yeah, we squashed it. We squash it. Just resolve it. But do you think is any avenues of resolve was given to me? Never. Not the right way, not respectfully. And you know what I'm saying? And hey, that's the way it is. But I'm still, human being. I'm still MC. And I try to put the music first. And I did a great job. I'm not even talking about that nigga in my music. Right here, we could talk about him though. We can talk about the story. Because shit, that documentary's supposed to come, right? We inspired that. And then I got my books, that I want to read about, because I know that chapter is the missing chapter that y'all all confused about. Y'all don't want to listen to it. I think you're confused. But maybe when it's written and it's organized right, then y'all can listen to it. I'll come with a DVD and a fucking stick so y'all can niggas bouncing balls so y'all can follow, don't get lost. And then you could understand my story. And not to even, I don't even want y'all niggas, if you don't believe you Fat Joe fans, you Fat Joe fans. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe, niggas like you're showing me now. Nigga robbed his pun. He's supposed to be homie. They told my twin, they crying for him and everything. He robbed him for $4 million. Y'all niggas do not care. Stop Pun's son from fucking not care. Found out that he telling people not to fucking put me on. Nori came out and said, "Do not care." That nigga's still sucking his balls. So I guess I want to just tell my story because, hey, I like the truth to be out there. So one day, atomic bomb happens, they find my book, they're going to find the truth out. Because they're going to have a million of his books, but they're going to find that Bible. That's going to be mine. It's going to be truth. You're going to see it come out and be played out because it repeats itself because the truth is that powerful. You know? So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be written. That's all. It's sad, though. It's sad because this hip-hop game, like I see it. I see it, how it changed. I see the hollowness in it. You know what I'm saying? And it started a long time ago. Now I said it, hip-hop is dead. Back then, and I didn't even know what he was talking about because I was MCing too. So I was like, as long as I'm alive, shit ain't gonna be dead, you know? And it's not dead, but it's dead. It's a metaphor because of the beliefs and the jewels that we, stood up back then. They dimmed out. And they didn't dim out. The niggas put it out. 10 niggas that wanted to put their own jewels in there, new jewels. And the new jewels were corrupted. You know what I'm saying? Their own agenda. And you know what I'm saying? That's why you don't see every branch of hip hop being out there like that. So those motherfuckers, and plus even those, the ones that begun it, like I was talking last time with the Zulu Nation and all that, that was big parts of this. It also fell back because of what came out later. You know what I'm saying? But it's the new leaders or the new characters that are stepping up. They're not good. They're no good. They're no good. And they're not no good because I don't think they're no good. They following the other niggas that been doing dirty shit. And they learning from them because I guess that's where more money, how to trick the people, how to trick the game, and how to fuck up the game. They valuing it, they're watering it down, they're fucking it up. And that's me, man. That's fucking missing link. I'm missing link for different reasons. And that's why I'm coming with because my love for hip hop. But damn, I see it now and it's like corruption. I mean, when you look around the world, there's politics, corruption. You know what I'm saying? Music being corruption, but it's different feeling. You know what I'm saying? The pop, yeah. I guess. I don't know. Hip hop is that big too. That I mean, there's always been corruption, but not like that. It was still a book that you know what I'm saying. 10 crack commandments type shit that we follow, and not even that. I mean, that's why probably young boys is spitting lyrics and shooting each other, and nobody's really, you know what I'm saying, getting in the middle of that. And things like that. I mean, like I said, situations they tend to show you. You know what I'm saying? Like they show you signs. It's like when you got a fever, your body shows you a sign. I mean, hip hop has a fucking headache with cancer and AIDS and all that shit, and they got the cure, but they want to see it like that because there's more money in the sickness. So that's what they're doing to it, and I don't like it. And I can't, I'm a fucking immigrant, man. You know what I'm saying? I came here to vote, and I feel this way. I think immigrants are going to feel more because, you know what I'm saying, we have more appreciation. I guess I don't want to believe that, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers, and it is true. It's like when you got a hood and shit, they got the community pool, you jump over the gate at night, you want to get into that shit. Then when you got a house and you got a pool in the back, you don't want to jump in that shit no more. You're like, fuck a pool. It's like that. They're treating, hip-hop like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not cleaning the pool. There you go. I'm just making too much shit. I'm a pool boy now. And niggas gonna fuck. They're gonna be like, oh shit. I don't want to take it. I make metaphors big because that's just what I do. But I'm just trying to give you a metaphor where you know what I'm saying? I could tell you the state of hip hop, how I feel when I look at it. They're mistreating it. They're misusing it. The gatekeepers are pieces of shits that are only for themselves, and they're not even bringing their own breed into it. You know what I'm saying? They're not even the same breed that they started with, and they think that's a bad thing now. That hunger, that young rebel, that they came with the attitude. Yeah, you had to calm down. Your values is right. Your values at the end of the day was right. You was a sticking nigga up back then. We were making music, and we had that attitude because we was confident. We were strong. You know what I'm saying? We was united. You don't lose focus of that. You know what I'm saying? Just because we had bad things. So that's why you fix yourself. You don't say now, oh, that was back then. When it's good things that we like to hide you. Are you a gatekeeper? Become a fucking a nigga that's egotistical, a nigga that's, you know what I'm saying, maniacal. You do what you want. Now you're chilling with the uppers. Who the fuck? Them niggas wasn't with you. They didn't make you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be and have a relationship with them, but don't ever cross that line and go that way. Where we see you, and that's not good, you know. And a lot of them did that. If you look at it now, that's what they do. I gotta say it. Jay-Z, Sagittarius like me, I love that nigga too, but it wasn't never my favorite artist. I'm just trying to tell you, like, what the fuck are you doing, Jay? Why are you dressed like the painter? What the fuck is the head, this, that? That's him. I don't judge. But I have to say, that's not the Jay-Z or the image. Yes, he's smarter, right? I guess. I don't know. He's making more money. He's getting bigger deals. Maybe that's what they count on that. But a nigga like me ain't relating with you. And I'm not even a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas taught me how to really, you know what I'm saying, do what I do.
You don't think that it's evolution? And
I'm not saying evolution with what? With what? What's evolution? You could be a painter and you could be Jay-Z. You could love it. You could just look like you. When the fuck do you have a big fro like that looking like fucking, you know, fro with the thing? This new style. Is he making that for what? He ever dressed like that before? He was always dressed up like a gentleman, you know, suits. Not saying like, I don't know what I'm saying. I like to tell him I'm hating just because he's rich now, and I can't say that because, oh, look at him. I'm just saying, dog, you 50 Cent, you was right. Like, you following the gay, crazy painters, a satanic nigga, I don't know, something like that. That's what you're trying to get. You're in fucking parties now. Niggas like the painters and the niggas who, they're really like demonic niggas. You know, I've seen those. Like, what the fuck is that? And then you see that when they go to these parties, that he's there, he comes back looking different. Like, Get Out, like the fucking movie. But I'm just saying. I'm not saying that he's getting hypnotized. He could be doing that shit because that's who he always been. We never seen that when he was coming up. And that's hard to hide. He was part of the hood, and not being a part of the hood being poor. Part of the language of the hood, part of the knowing the state of the hood and knowing how to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say. Because you know what? I just disagree with how things are going as a whole. And I'm just using him as an example because he's definitely a gatekeeper, the top gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? At least Puff is the same motherfucker. Same motherfucker. He ain't making no more music like that, but he's into the, you know, he getting money through the rock and all that extra shit, the channels he getting. But Puff, what's up, Puff? What's he gonna tell you to? Puffy. Motherfucking Puffy. Ain't not right, Senorita, with you. Then we have fun there. Then you come out, give me a love, man. We have a good relationship. He used to invite me. He used to invite me to the parties. I used to go to white parties. Even after I broke up with Joe, I used to go to his white parties. He used to invite me. You know what I'm saying? I got a story that me and him, you know, we went to the bathroom one time. Not in a bad way. Bathroom right after, you know what I'm saying? First time he saw me when I went to his party. Me and him and Wolf in the bathroom. What's up, Puff? Remember you asked me? And after that, we never spoke again. And next thing you know, he's helping out Pitbull. Instead of me. Fucking with, you know, that's before. That's like back. He's fucking my enemies trying to crush me. Man, hello? I know he's not doing a delivery. I guess not, but yes, he is. Because he's backing up people I have a problem with, right? So what? You can't show me no love, Puff. I showed you love, brother. Show you respect.
Wait. So what'd you guys talk about?
I'm talking to Puffy right now. Mind your business. So, and Jennifer was looking at me with the piano and the mansion, Florida. I said, nope. It's Puffy's girl. Respect it, but she's looking at me, looking like Angie, the Cuban sandwich Angie. I said, no, because of respect. Not that I was probably going this because I don't know, the relationship was crazy, or but just the respect. That's who I am. I remember respect. Always appreciate it. But goddamn, enough is enough. From every time I'm looking up, yo, executive producer, Puffy. So they even putting money into fucking niggas that you know what I'm saying? That, what's up with you? You can't, not even, don't tell me nothing. Just, we can partner up and do something, an idea separate from the fucking industry. No coming back for a nigga like me that had love, that wrote shit for free, that helped you perform with Jennifer. You asked for anything, he was there. That did his old, you know, 24K album and Streetlight right next to your daddy house. They used to come visit to you. He used to chop it up. Anyway, Don't make it a pity story, right? But just remember these things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's the game of hip hop. So it's like, it's not personal for hip hop. But you see how it goes. Busta's another one. Show me love, always. It's like somebody told them not to show me love. And once I see that weakness, I just feel sorry for them. It might be the other way around for them, that they feel sorry for me, right? But I feel sorry for them as people. Because besides me slapping the fucking fire out of anybody that I fucking see that and that's against me in front of me, because it was going to happen. It's going to happen anyway. But I'm just trying to tell you, besides that, just the fact that somebody, like, you roll together in that way, you don't see what you're doing to your fellow, you know, group of rappers, you know, the upcoming rappers, not even me. This is how you're doing it. So if you're doing this is your, you know, the way you're handling the structure of how a nigga get deal over. That's why niggas is getting raped before they even come out with it. They're getting fucked because you got these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I heard stories like that where, you know what I'm saying, niggas, they want to get you on camera so they can blackmail you later so you don't disobey them. Because the real niggas, supposed to be real niggas, supposed to, you know, pass those traditional morals down the road in hip hop for artists, are actually deliberately picking the weak ones, the ones that control them, the yes men, the ones that can puppet. They're the masters. And what do you think that does? Who the fuck is gonna have a favorite MC that? I mean, it's always gonna be a hip hop, and that's why you got so many, you know, motherfuckers with different hit every other week. But you don't got no legendary timeless music no more like they used to, because we had that at least. You know, we had a fucking like different textures of hip hop and masters of their own craft with different shit in hip hop. And we loved, you know, different people for different reasons, and they had different categories. But that's what I'm saying. If I'm making sense.
Cuban, let me stop you there though. What did you and Puff talk about in the bathroom?
There you go. I said mad shit that was more important than the bathroom talk. Went straight to the toilet. He discussed it. We just talked. He said, walked into a party. Was kind of scared, let me in. Got his body going. Not Gene. He let me in, and the brat was there. Everybody was there. I was there. I went to, no, he told me to come in the bathroom. Him and Wolf. Remember Wolf? Wolf was the man. That's my dude, too. I had a tight relationship with Wolf. Nothing. I went to the bathroom, and what happened? He said, what happened, kid? Shut me out. Same thing I told him. Punched me. Got up. Rocked him. Then after that, he was home. Cut me. So I told him. He said, all right. Give me a hug, and he broke out. Wolf told me, I'll talk to you later. Then he died. See? So that was serious shit that Cuban went through. But those stories are still linked to certain things. And I could tell you, you could tell your, you know, beautiful parties at Puff's house that, you know what I'm saying? But once again, that was like, it's linked because, you know, the first time I went to those parties was with Joe. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't take credit for it. For life, you're gonna be doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I mean. I guess he uses the seniority or brought him in. You know what I'm saying? The nigga already done showed his talent and you know what I'm saying, his values. So it's not even you know what I'm saying, a regular fight. So it's just like this is the game. It's not even just the beluga. It's got other fishes that are contaminated. They're all fucking atomic now. They spilled some oil in them. None niggas is just grease balls. So you gotta wait 10 years for that shit to dry up. I was looking at Hocus. Hocus was saying some shit too. I didn't get to finish his interviews though. But I heard the one where he was like, Fat Joe's his family. Now in Rich, yeah, player. Oh shit.
Man, roll the clip.
Shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to Rich Player. Like, you know what I mean? That's fam over there. I got fam over there. Niggas I consider fam. Cuban I consider fam. Hey, when the family beef, nobody wins, right? So all I can do is mind my business. That's all I can do is mind my business, bro.
Gilly's your fam as well.
Gilly is my brother, man. That's my motherfucking heart right there. You know what? Yeah, Gilly's my brother.
Shout out to Hocus too. We had a great interview. We talked about a lot of things.
Shout out to Hocus too, man. He at least he keeps it vocal. You know.
One of the things that
he's never been a storyteller anyway. He tells the truth. I can say that.
Right. One of the things that I had brought up to him was because I don't know if it was from Clubhouse, but I heard this audio of you guys talking and you saying to him like you were disappointed that he had squashed the beef with Joe, but you respected it and that you still support him.
Well, no. Well, yeah, because it was about yeah. He just told me. So we never talked about it. That's why. Yeah, you never called me and talked about it. It was just like something we just let. We've seen each other. I mean, we've seen each other like on computer world and stuff, and phones and stuff like that, and we just kept talking. I mean, I knew why. I knew how that relationship with him and Joe started. I know that catching niggas in a vulnerable time. Not even vulnerable. I give nobody excuses. Like I said, I didn't go see Remy. I didn't go see Hocus either. He felt a certain way about me. And that's what.
Well, he said that he didn't feel a way about you, though.
He did. I mean, that's the only thing he could say no, but I'm sure he did. Anybody would. If you locked up in jail, you know what I'm saying? They expect niggas to go see you. You have to believe me, like I told you, that was another thing later. Maybe you probably find out now. He's even said about Hova. Hova know about my situation. About that shit that I'm talking about. That, you know what I'm saying? It was trying to subpoena me. So he probably asked him, unless he lied to him. Don't have to lie, you know what I'm saying? About him. But I'm just trying to tell you that, that was true. But like I said, people gonna do what they want to do. And I believe him when he said he had to think about it. Later on, he grew up in life. It's not really a personal thing for him. You know what I'm saying? With he wanted to, he saw himself like being this and Joe for no reason, whatever. That's the way they feel. Like what I said, you know what I'm saying? I've never been personal with them. Like, that's when I got to go like this. And I never expected, or like I told them, ever they had those verses on their shit before that, like I told you. And I did mine, you know what I'm saying? So it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect nobody ever to be hate Joe because of me. You hate Joe, if anything, because you hate the fact that he's greedy, he's stopping other people, this is the Bronx. Yeah. Stick with it and live with that. That's honest. That's honest. Don't be the motherfucker like, best friends later talking about that. Put them in the same category as me. When you met me, though, we rock. We was rocking forever. But that's the way things go. Rock with a nigga like that, and then, hey, something happens, you over here rock with the next nigga. But it's just like, I will never do that. It's just me. I will never do that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been proven I never did do that. Niggas might be saying, oh, nobody give you a chance, or you're going to have the opportunity. I don't do that, homie. I have opportunities to do that. I just don't do that. Maybe I'm hard-headed, right? Like they say, I'm stupid. I call it honor. I call it loyalty. I call it friendship, brotherhood. Bang! Bang! Boogie. So, and that's all. It's like, if he had a problem with somebody from back in the days, like he has, as far as like niggas from snitching, I don't know who he has problems with back. People, I'm sure he had enemies that he dislikes like that, and he knows it's serious. But it is a public hip hop where he's out here too, and it does weigh out if you choose my side. He knows about it because he had to suffer too, and he gave up to the fact that this is the side of the truth, regardless how it's coming out. He knows in his heart. But he don't want to be part of it. But he got to choose and suffer for that shit or be judged for that shit. Because it's like, that's Cuban shit. And understandable. And that's all that, and he said it. So at the end of the day, got love for him too. You know what I'm saying? I got love for all the Bang Bang Boogie. It's just, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't get my shot. Like, to do what because I know me. And it's been proven, like, I'm the type of nigga that I start a movement and I bring my niggas that I got love for and I bring them. Because I got love for you and I believe in your talent. And I stick with you. You know what I'm saying? Through all. It's proven. I just don't know why that quality is bad no more. That loyalty that I have like that. I know others don't have it. They're not supposed to have it. They ain't grow up with me. But goddamn, yeah.
Do you think that you're loyal to a fault?
I'm loyal to a big fault. But the only way I know how to do that is be the dickhead and really have that attitude that I don't want you around me. I can't fake that with all, I can't fake it. So.
Okay, so let's play devil's advocate, okay? Because when I did the interview with him, he was saying that it's really hard because on one,
it's hard, but it's hard. But you know what? But this is the main thing about that. When it's love, it's love, right? Like when it's love, and it's not just love; it's about business. So if we believe that we formed something great in Bang Bang Boogie, where we all had talent and we did make noise, you know what I'm saying? And I don't believe it's just about the Fat Joe beef. I think niggas was lyrical, and it was a dope shit. If you really, I mean, shout out to PO too, another one. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro, rest in peace. Went to his funeral and all that. He started Bang Bang Boogie along with, Gilly's the one who told me, but PO did, the machine. So, there you go. Matter of fact, I think I just answered my own question. When he died, that's when I think Bang Bang Boogie died. He invented it. It's only right. And that's why things is happening the way it is, and they're speaking the way it is. And that unity, whatever was keeping us together, I don't think it was about no Fat Joe beef that kept us together.
Nah.
That shit made me feel like a little kid again. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave me energy. I always said that. Hocus, S1, they was the ones that gave me energy. I didn't even want to really rap in there. They inspired me. That was beautiful. I'm a team player when it comes to that, And we was doing this disorganized. We didn't have no real studio, but you know what I'm saying? We was just doing in the hood, projects. And I don't know, it was that thing. I don't even think it was a grow up or you grow up, man. You could be a man or a father, but you know how important our brothers' stories are. Like I know how important the story of S1 is. So if S1, 40 years later, whatever, 30, comes to Cuban and says, hey, yo, Q, let's do this. Whatever it is. S1 with me, 100%, 1,000, let's do it. Because it's going to help you. Right? That's Cuban. Together. And we're going to make it a big project because I believe in this shit. I'm not doing it just because, let me get rid of this nigga. We're going to do it and we're going to do it right? So if everybody's in position, right? Let's just say Mice, Hocus, they're in a better platform now than they ever were. What happened? We got different minds. Now we got a little more things to, to bring together and make it more organized. But it was all about talent. I'm not doing it now. Don't get me that. But that situation, it's been passed already. But why? Why is everybody's go with Fat Joe except Cuban now? Why? You think it's the way it is?
Well, their beef was never personal.
I know. But I never ever tell them to say that. They said it on their own.
Right.
They said they took it, but so what? Just because you come out and say, oh, my bad, you treating me now like I fucking told you to say fuck Fat Joe. So it's almost like you're blaming me now. That you said that, but you blaming me because now you don't even want to do shit with me. You know what I'm saying? You don't even believe in my talent anymore.
Whoa, okay, wait.
You understand what I'm saying?
But to be fair, okay, Hocus did say in the interview that you did not influence his decision to go at Joe. Man, roll the clip. Do you think that the situation with Cuban influenced you guys to go that route, though?
I think the energy was Cuban. It was PO, Q, and Cuban. It was, maybe. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we went in the studio, you know, because Cuban didn't say the first rap. S1 said the first line, and he kind of set it off and threw a shot. Then I came behind him, I threw a shot. You know, it was the energy. It was the energy. You know,
Right.
we was young and we were just like, yo, fuck it, yo, this is what we doing, yo. You know what I mean?
Because Cuban told me that you guys sent him the track, and you guys were already dissing Joe on the track, and then he came on and did the third verse.
Right. I think that is how it happened, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So it was kind of like, you know, the energy was really PO, and that interview he did, I told you, that went viral when we were just on that type of time. Like, yo, fuck that, we gonna take the Bronx over. We got to come at the top, nigga. You know what I mean? That way of thinking, that's not good. That's not good.
He did say that.
I know that. But what I'm saying, the unity, when it's brotherhood, I'm saying, I know that. I'm just trying to say, when people are, before we got into Bang Bang Boogie, it was the hood. Niggas had no, like, we had props. Like me, I was already Cuban. Mice had, you know, Mice. But Mice just came out of jail. And Lord Tariq had the, you know, he was already Lord Tariq. So they were the young boys. We all came together. We could have said, no, Lil, but it was dope, right? Every one of us had different reasons why we joined Bang Bang Boogie. My shit wasn't about money, it was about the energy. I love it. Love the movement, everything. And we made noise. But I'm saying, when everybody got their individual shit, just like Mice right now, right? He's got his own podium. He's doing great. He got Hocus. He got his own shit. He's doing good, I guess. You see me? I'm on my shit, right? I don't have to talk about Joe no more. Why now that niggas got positions to bring back something that was created, which, like I told you, it died with PO. Like, I just found out, I'm just talking relevant right now. But I'm just saying, my mind, this is my mind. I'm the type of nigga, I'm in position, I'm calling that back. And I'm going to do it the way I tell them, explain rules, you know what I'm saying? As far as like what we're going to do, little part, to make money and to create something to be part of history. Because that was a little cut short, that history. But PO was cut short too. So I'm saying the difference between me and certain people when it comes to the music and the loyalty to it. Because, you know, there's times in Bang Bang Boogie, not even times, a lot of times that we saw each other like each other's crutches, each other's brothers. You know, we was around each other that much. So I don't want to be treated to be in the same fucking, for Hocus to be saying my name. Now when it comes to Joe, it's the same as like, that's my family too. Nigga, I bet you was dissing that nigga. Give me a little more respect than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but maybe he feels another way. And he, you know, sometimes money, opportunity talks more than real situations as far as like, you know, how they view individuals.
You don't want to be viewed as equals with Joe when it comes to Hocus. When it comes to Hocus, like you feel like your relationship with Hocus should be on a higher plateau than his with Joe because of what you guys went through with your group and everything in your history.
Well, it wasn't that crazy. It wasn't that crazy, but at least the respect of it. You understood my story.
I hear you.
So what I told you. You know what I'm saying? And then you see what's coming out now. This nigga stole $4 million. So you thought I was lying about all this time that I was mad about? So at least it's not right to me. I was always telling the truth. So what is it? So it's not about being a real nigga, a stand-up nigga that you don't know that he's a piece of shit. He's a thief. Stealing from Pun. Soundview. Pun. So it's not about that. But it's about that with me. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. That's the difference. In other words, he's saying, yo, my nigga, talking about beef, which I don't want him to be the beef. Never wanted to. But is that the case where we could just go next to a next nigga, you know what I'm saying, and be like, especially when you know that I met you, nigga, we chill with each other, we did a lot of shit. We had nothing. Like, we had nothing. And I you know what I'm saying, like, I had something, but we shared it with each other. My studio, nigga, y'all always in there. You didn't pay a dime. E.T., Jersey, AOM. Nobody said nothing, niggas just left too. Other people feel a certain way, my nigga, but that was on me, though. That's my love that I was giving too. I'm just saying, when it goes like that, see that little bit that he said? That just got me to where it's like, damn, I was just a regular nigga in your life. And I don't feel I'm a regular nigga. I don't think we did regular things. But that's, like I said, it's each one, you know, for their own shit. And like I said that about Mice. Mice got his own movement too. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. Nothing but happy for both of them. They're happy in their life. I see them. They're looking good. I'm not the disgruntled one over here hating on them. But when you explain that story, like they never had a conversation with me and told me this. That's why I'm saying it right here. Because, we never talked about, because they must have felt, Cubans going to feel a certain way. He ain't going to understand. Maybe it felt like that. But you should, out of respect, say it to me.
So you think that you guys should have had a phone conversation or something like that before you saw him on live with Joe and before all of a sudden...
Well, he probably did that because he probably didn't care that I didn't go see him in jail. Like I'm telling you what I'm telling you. He probably felt I disrespected him, which I took it. But they don't use that to become his best friend on me. Say you like the brother. Say you like that nigga.
Well,
or that his ties to that, and say his ties are stronger than Cuban. That what I meant. So if that's the try, I understand, because I also understand the gang shit. How niggas moving numbers.
I don't know.
I move my own accordions, and I like and I fuck with my people, and I sometimes I take the people that I think that I got love for. They don't got the same love for me. And I talked about them. That's all. Because, it's been proven that motherfuckers, when they get something, they be in high position and they be out and doing their own thing. Like I said, I could talk about Mice like I just see Mice using Joe as a topic of when Joe said, the nigga who shot him was pussy. Used them as a topic, talking about how niggas is pussy, and the shooters are pussy. Don't have to be the shooters. I understand the topic. You don't have to be none. But why would you use Joe? Make him look like he's the tough guy. Like he's in your level. That's what I'm saying. You bigging that nigga up. You putting that nigga what? Are you using him, you think? I don't understand the mindset of the niggas. You didn't want to use 50, but you're using Joe. Why? Because you're from the Bronx and you're loyal with her? That nigga did more damage to the Bronx than any other MC. But that's my view, right? Maybe now they're in that side and they see it his way.
Okay, let's be fair, okay? So for Hocus, for him, his perspective.
I'm talking about Mice right there.
I know, but for Hocus' perspective, it seems like he grew up where. He did.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to say that. You don't grow out of me. You don't grow out. You don't grow out of me. You don't grow out of friendship, of a brotherhood, if it's real. You grow up from bad behaviors and get your mind right and focus in on the right thing, which is family, if you have one, and doing the right thing. Fit in your community and do it. That's why I'm proud of him. You don't grow out of your fucking brother. Never was around Hocus putting them to sell anything. I was doing hip hop with that brother. So you don't grow out of me. That's what I'm saying. Don't put me in that conversation when you grow up. Like Cuban was an immature nigga. Don't do that. You are doing your thing because you're doing your thing. You're in your lane. I'm mature enough to go without nothing because I always want the best for my niggas that I ever had encounters with. Ever. Still remember, like I said, niggas from high school that I see them. My niggas, that's what's in me. I'm a nigga that remembers. And I always give that love. Been me. So just get mad when they don't do it back to me. And expect those that are real, that are smart, that seen, that know to do it. Why? Why the fuck is so hard? Y'all niggas to give a little love back to Cuban and say, yo, that nigga inspired. I get love from most strangers. Regular fans, I love them. They're the reasons I keep doing it. But they're not out there saying what they're saying. So that's why I keep staying on my shit. But they're the reasons I still do my thing for. You know what I'm saying? Niggas on Instagram, my ladies, they're just fans. Let me
ask you this though.
Even though it's not out there, it's not hitting the like, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as the big media where people see that, but it's hitting my heart. It's hitting my heart, and that's all it needs to. It needs to just do that. So I'm talking with all that strength now. When I see things like this, see how you try to say it? It's like. He grew up. He grew up out of what? He had his own immature shit going up that he needed to do. When Cuban came in that game with him, or I met him, it was about friendship, I thought. It wasn't about no selling crack, running the gang. It's about music. And he respected my shit. I respected his shit. And I thank for everything. And regardless, and I thought we was friends because we hung out, we saw music. And I expect just different things, my nigga. That's all. I mean, niggas can never say nothing until it happens to them. Like I said,
Right.
that's why. And I don't expect nobody to ride for nothing, or I don't expect nobody to be like, "Yo, Cuban, brother, salute to Big Ludo." You know.
Let me ask you this, okay? So, why was it that you guys never had that conversation?
I tried to tell him one time. I tried to tell Hocus one time because I knew he was mad at me. Because I remember when Gilly, Gilly was the nigga I was telling him to send love. Because he used to go see him. And Gilly was like, "Oh no, he's mad at you." Like I got mad at Gilly too, because I told you about the DMX shit. Like, my nigga, my nigga, before I knew you, but you my role manager. How come Hocus got a chance? No disrespecting him, but Hocus got a chance to do a song with him. Why didn't you fucking push him to do a song with me? And we know. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing, but I wasn't next to DMX, and I wasn't even putting Hocus on that. But it's just like even Gilly, that's my fucking nigga. That you know what I'm saying? That knows my story. That knows that nigga birthday. And Gilly's birthday, his mom's birthday, Gilly, is December 18th. My birthday is December 18th. DMX birthday, December 18th. Just on that strength alone, you're supposed to make this happen.
Did you ever talk to him about getting a song done?
Of course I did. He was role managing him. I was like, "Yo, my nigga, bring that nigga to the studio, AOM." Never. It's okay.
Did you ask him why?
He's not gonna listen. Stop. We're not talking about Gilly, because Gilly, forget about it. I don't need to ask nobody why. It just didn't happen. Something went wrong. And if you know, I know, we know. If that don't happen, it is what it is. So I don't gotta say anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that old excuse shit or whatever. It didn't happen. When I was getting cut, nigga, I was there. What I was gonna do? No, nigga. Only nigga was fighting was me. Only nigga was fighting with me when they threw me out. Oh, then Remy I saw. Remy took me to the hospital. The only one. Nobody. But I punched that fat nigga. I did what I had to do. Just looked like they took a loss because it was fucking 50 against me. So who the fuck helped me? And no way. There's too many situations that happen where you could say anything that you was I was gonna do it. Oh yeah, but action is action. I show when it's action, nigga. Every time. Most of the time. Me, Dolo.
Let me ask you this.
And that's why even my enemies respect it. Even my enemies respect it. They could talk about me how they want, but they know. They can smell me, nigga. They smell me. And they gotta put me and make me look like the ugly duckling. Because they know when you come over here, nigga, it's gonna be some God shit happening. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go against God. Baby, ain't gonna have the strength of fear of God when I put it in you. But I'm not on that, like I said, but I will protect myself by any means necessary, and I will say the truth to represent my real character, because I know the valor, the motherfucking integrity, and the honesty, and the motherfucking loyalty that I have. Don't ever disrespect those qualities with me. To make fucking respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me look like the nigga that, I did. You know, if it's real, I'll tell you. Don't tell me that Cuban ever went around anywhere and, you know what I'm saying, brought something down, or, I committed some act where that, of disloyalty of, you know what I'm saying, some sort, or a pussy, or never in your life. Opposite of everything, and I always showed it to the utmost. And those that saw it, they saw it, man. And I don't understand why you sit back and let these niggas talk that shit. And I'm not talking about, nothing about Hocus and none of that. I'm just saying other niggas, the way they talk, let the niggas talk about me like that. I would never let nobody. That's why nobody come over here and talk about my people. Because they know I will smack blood out their face. But that's me. And things gonna have to change, right? And that's the only thing that needs to change is people have to show who they are so they can get what they get. Whether it's love or they hate. Not even hate. Whether it's love or they get the fuck out of here. I don't do that. And that's all. And I've been doing that, though. And
let me ask you this, though, Cuban. You don't think he was Hocus was telling the truth when he said that he didn't feel any type of way about you not visiting?
He said the truth about everything. I'm not saying that. He just said a real story. I appreciate that he said that real. It's just, I wish he would have told me that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I wish would have been more like I would have thought more of him that he got love for me if he did that. I would have did that if I was with any enemy of his, any enemy, out of respect of just him being who he is, and he should have the same respect for me. That just like he had another respect for a nigga to talk in his ear and tell him come chill with Joe and listen. Should have a little respect for me too, where he could tell me and know that I would understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. Because I got love. And always been like that with Hocus. Hocus, us, the whole family, Dollar, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I see, you know what I'm saying? I see life goes on. And you're not that, you're important at the time, but then, we're not around like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess some people get honored and respected. Other niggas get thrown to the side like there was the cause of a lot of things. So if it is the cause, I would love that truth to come out and say, you know what I'm saying, if you feel it. But I think, Hocus is speaking his truth. I think he did the best thing for himself.
Because you were saying that back in the day, you were told that he was mad at you because you didn't go visit him.
Yeah. Gilly said it.
Right, but
Gilly told me that, and I said, how could he be mad at me, my nigga? I'm telling you, I'm sending him like my love all day through you. He said, I don't know. Gilly said that. Gilly was the middleman between that. He said he told Remy's brother. Gilly was between that too. And I told him. So Gilly was just like, oh, I don't know, they feel how I feel. And that's true. They feel how I feel. Unless Gilly's not the type of dude. Go telling me, fuck, I told a nigga to come to him. He said, fuck you. I never said that. Gilly was doing that. Gilly have a problem with me. I don't think Gilly will ever do that.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't have to lie about that. So he did. Because people will feel a certain way. You don't go see him just like Remy would. He did 4. Remy did 8. Understand? And, and it was even worse because he had a RICO case. So niggas want to stay away from that. But if I was playing, I would have went to see both of them. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you that was going on. And like I told you before, I don't expect nobody to go see me. I won't get mad at nobody. I don't think that like I said, just me.
Because during the interview,
it is what it is. When it happens, like I said, we spoke about that before. God bless them. Like I said, I'm not even the type of nigga where I'm saying this and I don't mean it. I really am proud of, what's Hocus, growing up, as far as, doing good and beating that case. Blessings to you. And, back then, I didn't even get to tell him that face to face. One time I think I did, and I told him about it. I said, yo, let's do a song. That's what I was meant to tell you. I told him, I called him and I said, yo, I know you mad at me, my nigga. That's how I got to him, because I was a little ashamed that I ain't gonna see him, right? Because it's only right. Like when he first got out a little bit, and I know he was mad because Gilly told me. And I told him, yo, my nigga, because he didn't know, we didn't have a conversation, but I told him, yo, my nigga, let's do a song. I want to do a song with you. Let's do a song like we locked up, like you locked up, and I'm out here, and I ain't gonna see you, but I'm trying to explain myself. But we do it live, like let's do it where you know what I'm saying. We see the difference and why, so we can show the love.
That would have been crazy.
Crazy. Never did it. So after that, I think that's when I knew that, because then he was doing songs with people. He was still doing songs and he was coming out. I knew he was that serious that he didn't want to fuck with me because I didn't see him, or he already switched sides. Got with Joe, the other niggas, that side, and getting with that side, they ain't gonna tell you. But it's that rule. I told you them 5 rules, man. Don't fuck with Cuban. Don't be Cuban.
This is where I gotta stop you.
They ain't gonna tell you.
No, this is where I gotta stop you. Because Hocus told me...
I could only assume.
Right, no. But I'm telling you, Hocus told me in the interview, he said that Joe and them is not telling him you can't fuck with Cuban and all that. He put that to rest. He said that's not happening. Man, roll a clip. To put that to rest, Joe's not over here having conversations with you saying, yo, switch sides on Cuban or anything like that. He's not telling you to do all that. He knows that you have loyalty to Cuban as well, but at the same time, he don't want there to be issues between you and him.
Not to say that he don't want it. There is no issues between us, right. It's not.
I don't think a nigga would play anybody. I don't think a nigga would, Come on, I don't think a nigga of Mysonne or Hocus character will get told that. I don't think you tell a nigga like, I think they know better to say, hey, yo, you wanna fuck with me, you can't fuck with Cuban. Come on. You think niggas will do that like that? Niggas that know better, know how to read in between the line. If I do this kind of favor for you, and I'm being nice to you, when it was fucking enemies, you know what to do. And if you don't know, the other nigga in the middle, gonna be my translator.
Okay. All right. But what he did say...
But they don't want to... That's too deep. You know why? Because it's right. They're family more than they're family to me. They just show me that I'm not in that same level. Because the same love and the way they speak, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather do fucking, you know what I'm saying, interviews with Joe and them niggas, but they don't want to rekindle something that I think would have been crazy. It would have been honorable. It would have been a finished story because they rather separate. You see how the division happened? As soon as the division happened, everybody went their own way. And now we like this. They're doing good, but they're not. See the talent that we could have did together?
All right.
That's what I see.
I gotta stop
I see
you
that.
there,
I see that. But I see that about Terror Squad too. I see that in Terror Squad. Same thing happened. Same thing happened where you see the talent like Terror Squad had, and then the division came. We're split up, and everybody didn't get to do nothing. But they was following that, but they couldn't come out with individual albums because there wasn't individual fucking artists. But together, it sounded so good. Same fucking thing. They don't see that.
But I got to stop you there, okay? Because although he did say that he was not mad at you, he did.
Did you get my point right now? Why you keep going with the beef?
No. I just want to get this point across. He did say that he wasn't mad at you, but he said seeing Joe for his celebrity status come visit Percy changed his perspective of Joe.
You said that. That's another indirect to me. I didn't go see.
Man, roll the clip. I know during the live that Joe said you saw him visiting Percy when you was locked up, and that helped change your perspective about things, right? Because certain people didn't come to visit you. And I know Cuban didn't come to visit you, but he helped send kites, you know, to reach you during that time because he had some things going on. Did that make you feel like some type of way about him?
No, he had his reasons why he couldn't come see a nigga. So it's like it is what it is. So no, but it did make me change my perspective on Joe because this is real nigga shit. Fuck rap, fuck hip hop, fuck rap. I'm facing the rest of my life in prison. Percy facing the rest of his life in prison. His man, who's a celebrity, is pulling up.
Holding him down.
That pulling him down. That means a lot. When someone like that, and even if COs in the jail see that you got that type of support, that shit means a lot more than you can imagine. Well, I'm talking about way more than you can imagine. And it did make me change my perspective. I'm like, damn, is he a real nigga? Like, he must be a real nigga pulling up for his man that's going through facing life too. You know what I mean? Person there with me, like, and he pulling up for his man like that. That's some real nigga shit. I respect that. I have to. I get it. People got their own problems with it, but I have to respect that part. I have to. It's because it is real. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be a fake nigga to be like, oh, so what? He did that. He's still fake when I don't know him personally. Like, you know what I mean? That's some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't make me feel no type of way towards Cuban. But I did, from my observation, that made me look at Joe a certain way. Like, oh, that was real nigga shit.
In other words, I took it like this. Joe, biggest star, go see Percy. But my nigga Cuban, and who you think probably was in his ear? Why Cuban don't go see you? Well, Cuban don't go see you. Who you think was like that? So yeah, I know how that goes. And that's why I felt a certain way when I first talked to him. And I said, yo, let's do that song. Because I had that in my mind. Because I know he had to go through that. And he probably, you know, times where he felt that he needed his friend and I wasn't there. I hurt because of that. And that's why I told him, I wanted to really talk to him about it, but he never gave me a real chance to really hang out, you know what I'm saying, and really talk. So I knew that, you know, besides him already being a thicker and a deeper bond with the Percy dude, and that nigga being in the middle and them being in that situation, and he came out, when I extended my hand, even him a little bit, you know how it is, it was so cute, you know, even though he knows how to, you know, be good, but I know either he's hurt or he don't want to fuck with you. I took it like...
He did say that he wants a Bang Bang reunion, though, a Bang Bang Boogie reunion.
No. I think we just answered it. I was always Bang Bang Boogie. I think I always, on my spot. I got the love for it. I got my heart for it. I lived through it, and I will always rep it. You know what I'm saying? But I think I just answered here live on this shit while we were recording that shit, Bang Bang Boogie. As far as, like, I love the name too. I think it died. That machine broke down when PO.
No, it could be resurrected.
No, stop. Resurrect your fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here. I think that this shit was over.
I want to ask you though, okay? What about Mysonne? You guys have a good relationship still, right?
Don't you notice every fucking little thing? Even though there's another group, right? What the fuck happened? I didn't know it was. Who's involved in this division of this one too? The first one, who's involved with it? A beautiful team when me and Pun was rocking. Turned that shit, nigga, turned stars. Nigga, I part of that. I was the foundation. Niggas went to the whoop whoop. Something happened. Who was that? Oh shit, a beluga. No, not beluga. Then you go to the Bang Bang Boogie. Oh shit, look. As soon as they touch it, Cuban involved. Bing, back into the moon. About to be motherfucking GQ magazine, the fucking whatever, Billboard magazine on top of that. Everybody's happy. The fucking course of commission. What happened? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Locked up. Oh shit, comes out of jail. Oh, who's the best friend now? There's no more boom, boom, bang, boom. Something, right? What the fuck is the common denominator there? If I go somewhere, something pops off, but then you see it fuck up when the other niggas stick their noses in it. You gotta just do your homework, dog. Do it. Do your homework, eh? And for that, my fucking phones is out, and you got me mad this out the fucking interview.
Wait. Before
I hate about talking shit about shit like this because you know what? Because I really care.
I know.
And I expect, you know what I'm saying, certain things to happen because I know I reached out.
I know you love them brothers.
And I love, but I'll be fucking up with love. I give the love. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. You know what I'm saying? I always think back of how we met, or how I met somebody, and how humble, how it started, to where I see it at the end, where it's like, God damn, you forgot about the nigga, how you came in like with me. You forgot about what we had in common. So it wasn't that important for you to just go there and then, you know what I'm saying? So that's how the hood is, I guess. And that's why they say the hood is fucking no good. And it's false. You know what I'm saying? So
what about you and Mysonne? You guys good?
I'm good with both of them brothers, man. I wish nothing but the best for them. I got mad at the fact that, you know, I always get mad at things that I see from the side. I didn't get mad at the first one. He did the freestyle with Joe. But this time I'm like, well, my nigga, it just, but I'm saying these dudes, he like right now, the thing I'm mad about is that a nigga like me been fucking for 23 years talking that shit. Right? And it's like you said about TA. Without no evidence, whatever. Motherfucking evidence just came out 2 or 3 years ago. Now is the time for me to go, damn, look, this nigga for real, all this paperwork, look, oh shit, this shit, Cuban was right. Like certain niggas supposed to say they are saying. But the niggas that I expect for them to be like, now they rolling with that nigga, covering that nigga up, making them look good. How? Why did Mysonne didn't get on and say, yo, this is what friends do. Wait, they die and they steal your money. So guys, be careful when you join this game. Nobody's your friend. That's the message. Not the fucking, the shooters pussy shot Joe. Fuck that nigga. You don't know that story, my nigga. You don't know it. I know a little bit about it, but I remember that. I don't know nigga with pussy, nigga shot him. So Joe talks what he talks. Just don't take everything he says. And you should know that. Mike should know that. Mike know he a liar. The nigga a liar. And him knowing that, and for him backing that nigga up, that's why I'm like this. And right now, when you interview fucking Hocus, I don't understand. Yo, Cuban was right though. Like, yo, that nigga stole it. It's proven. Look, it's true. It's not lying. Like, it's public notice. You are the one who uncovered it, Panda. Like, they don't talk about it. They don't skip it. These are niggas that would ask me, yo, why you mad at Joe? And I told them, and these are the reasons why. All the proofs that came out is the reason why. Why they ain't talking about that? Why don't give him, some solid love to a nigga that was telling the truth?
I feel like a lot of people, though, are like...
The truth wasn't important.
I know, but I feel like a lot of people are like, I wasn't around when that was happening. That wasn't like my issues and stuff. That wasn't my beef. So I can't really feel that way.
Doesn't matter. You're talking about it. You're talking about Pun. He's from Soundview. Pun is from Soundview. That's supposed to be an ordinary brother. That's honorary right there. That's Soundview. That's where Hocus is from. Fuck you talking about? You don't need to be part of my... No, nigga. That's the nigga that Joe was talking about. That's his twin. It's not that he just stole it because, he's just a shite. No, the fact that he's saying that's his brother. And he didn't do those things. And then now, it came out that he did. No, you don't make him a liar. You don't make him a thief.
Okay, but let me...
You don't make him somebody you don't trust.
No.
You don't
I get what you're saying.
You get away from and be like, that's nasty, nigga. You don't make you do that. I don't know what's gonna make you, baby. I don't know what's gonna make me. That's my motherfucking mode. Stop talking to me, motherfucker. Get me mad.
Do you think that because you are involved that people seem to dismiss the evidence and be like, oh, that's not even real? Or because like I'm associated with you, I'm associated with you, then they're like, oh, Panda Chop just hating too. That's not real.
I've been 23 years of the same pattern. Look at the pattern. Just like I told you, look at the fucking YouTube clips and put them together. Put them together. Look at the pattern. Look at it. Look whatever I say. See if I gassed anybody ever. Like, hey, that nigga, that nigga does. He don't want to pay niggas to go get you. Not me. Why are you throwing something? Why the fuck is the opposite? Why? Why the fuck is the nigga that stands for the morals, for the honor, for his brother, for the real things? Why that nigga get? Why you getting, stoned like the other nigga supposed to be? Is this, what's the name? Baracus, the nigga, whatever. Barnabas, the nigga that was next to Jesus, and he said, yo, they let that nigga go instead of Jesus. Jesus, all he did was say he got his own, he believes his own God, and Barnabas killed 1,000 niggas, and the people rather like Barnabas. See, those stories that make sense when you go through them. Makes sense now. I'm not that I'm Jesus, but I'm just saying that's a metaphor to where they'll put two people together, two men, got the illest killer ever, killed the most niggas in the world at that time. They put him next to Jesus. Jesus just said he believed in his own God, and his God is the truth. Barnabas called, he killed 200 people. The people said, Jesus dies. They chanted for barbecue, whatever his name. I know the story, I don't know the names, but they let him free. Even Barnabas, what a nigga name, looked back and said, what? He couldn't even believe it. He was happy, but he wasn't happy because he hurt. Even a killer, even the guilty nigga hurt. That's how powerful the truth is. Anyway, stories like that is just metaphors to just stories that we go through in life. That one hit home just like 12, the Last Supper, things like that. Stories, they come through, and not just in my life, in other people's life. It don't have to be about that, but you can see it. It's like that's where you start getting inspired and really understand that things happen for reasons, and you have it's what you do and how you overcome those things that make you who you're going to become, and what you're really supposed to become. So that's why I don't complain. I don't complain except. I blame myself all the time. I hate because it's my choices that I pick these people, these individuals that I choose to either do something or put them in a certain situation to either refer me to them or about me or talk about me. Talk about me because they have they are getting paid or their mind is. I'm not just talking about bang my book. I'm talking about beyond that. It's getting corrupted. By the weakness of their of the lack of love, first of all, maybe a little bit of fear. If anybody got fear, it's a little bit. But the most is the opportunity to become who they want to become and stomp on you. And I'm the one that the enemy puts in front of all of them. So they think I'm a fucking Matt. That's why I know what I got to do. But at the same time, it just, God damn, so many trails of I know stories that they could say about me that make a nigga feel good. It's good about when you make somebody that you spend time that have fun, maybe make them feel good. I know I talk about them brothers really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Told stories, I always bring them up, and I always put their names up. Mike didn't even bring my name up once to come to think about it, except when with WAP 100 back then. He said, white. Well, he was trying to say that white 100. He don't tell the truth. He lied about me. I'll go to the West Coast. But even then, the situation is like publicly, they're not. My nigga, we rappers. We started rapping each other. We know what the meat is. Big each other up. If it's not a problem with Cuban, why Cuban name hasn't come out your mouth in your shows and give me love? Happy birthday, Big Q. Something. Not story. Oh, immigrant Cuban. I really came from the boat, nigga. Really immigrant, nigga. That's a good story, y'all. Not even, I'm talking about mice. You know what I'm saying? Something inspired. You know, I'm really from your side of I'm over here for 166. Mice, he knows this. Nothing. So what the fuck stops people that are supposed to show you love because they love you? This told you they love you. My nigga. I know I do it. Not because I need to hang on for them. I was doing it when there was nobody. I was doing it when there was nobody. I was there doing it. But I gotta stop, right? I gotta stop because I'm saying I did it before. It's not like I keep doing it. But when they always come up in a conversation, I always give a like. Well, I don't have some time to wait that somebody asks me. I say it. They don't do that. Usually, after they come out, the Joey door. That's all I gotta say. Panda, you fuck once again.
So
what do you mean?
No, come on. You've been talking for a monologue for a while. You ain't let me ask no questions yet.
I'm tired too. Look, it's about to die.
Mysonne was never really on that F Joe time, right? He never really, because that's what that's what he said. He said that
no, my nigga,
that he wasn't dissing Joe like that.
Yeah, I know that why. But we don't talk about what he said, my nigga. We use the same platform to get on and become, you know what I'm saying, to get the light. I understand that, but it's not always where it's like, oh, I never said I'm gonna do. I never said that either. Nobody says that. I never said that, but I'm just saying, Mice is a smart dude. To me, my head. Mice is somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that to me, I respect him as a rapper a lot. His body of work, you know what I'm saying? His mind, the way he thinks, the way he speaks, the way he's changed. I respect that brother. You know what I'm saying? And he knows I respect. Besides that, he's a friend. I know his family, his wife, you know what I'm saying, his son. Joe don't know you like that, nigga. Fuck you helping that fat nigga out. He never helped you. That's what I mean. But I go back to the hood and I gotta say that. Because, you know Hocus? You did positive shit. You know me? Write a little, say something about it. A blog, a fucking shout out about Bang, you know, fuck that if you don't want to use Bang Boogie. Cuban man. Yeah, you spend time with me. I told you to come to my video. We spend time, we chill, we play spades. Fuck, Joe never did that for you. Oh, now. So it's business. So that means that business is just gotta go against Cuban then. Okay. I mean, he's not doing that with Hocus either. They're not even doing that either. But I'm saying, I see that. It's not like it's just not, they're not thinking like that. And I'm, not because they need them. I know, after this, I'm never going to do this again. And I'll probably say no if they ask this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so close that I just said this. But I've been thinking that for, shit, nigga, over fucking 10 years. Like, look at these niggas. I'm proud of them. I see them both. They're different, but the same. They got different movements, you know what I'm saying? A little more shit. But I'm proud of them. They're getting a voice. They're happy. They're taking care of what they look happy. Their families is happy. I'm looking at this happy. But I see them. See the beluga in the middle? But not in the middle. Okay, you know, but the beluga in the middle. He plays the middle. We know how he plays the middle because he got the puppeteers, the other ones. That they get to the, how's that to control them? They don't look at it like that.
Did Mice talk to you before he went and did that freestyle with Joe?
Yes. No. I had to tell Mice about one post that he posted up about brotherhood. That nigga said some shit that touched me that I expect, because that's how I feel. So he threw the post up there, and I read it. That shit, it touched me because it's like, God damn, this nigga said the words right out of my mouth, how I feel about life and the real, you know, my loyalty. So I had to write him, and I said, yo, my nigga, if you feel like this, how the fuck can you not do or do what you do to me if I'm your friend? I told him just like that. And he apologized. And he said, I'm sorry. And they brought up a nigga name that's the reason why Joe and him got together. And once again, other people's names that thrown in are more powerful, more important than how Cuban feels. After Cuban put in the time, front line, all the time. So if you keep hearing that, and somebody tells you that, and I'm still keeping humble, but saying that I love as a human being, as a person that shared energy with. I don't think another motherfucker be this patient with love, even after I went through all that I went through. So that's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
So what was your immediate reaction when you saw him do the freestyle with Joe?
Kill him. I was like, I want it. I'm on a Mice because I know Mice is nice. When it comes to that, I was like, this embarrass that nigga Mice. Crazy, I enjoy that. But then later on, I was like, well, tell me that nigga's gonna be the fucking best friend now because they did it. But that's just human shit. I didn't care. I didn't care like that. Look at the shows now. They don't have to. I just don't, if they, I don't want them to be sneaking around acting like that's a brother. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know something is wrong when they're not facing me. Right? Now that wasn't bad enough for them to duck me or that's me, That's the only reason that you probably, wants to see me and be like, fuck that nigga, I ain't go. And it makes it look like it's like somebody over there told them not to fuck with me. But it's probably themselves. They feel that conscious, like, keep it moving. It's all about them. Sometimes you got to, think about yourself, too. I wonder why I'm the nigga always speaking out and putting out unity, words, and love out here when, nobody else is, but yet I'm the bad guy. Yep. But it's good. Which is good meaning bad, not good meaning good. But it's all good, man. It's a story. It's a story of a lonely Cuban who got caught up in a game that was in his own. And he had one big butt in his body. And he had a little it's the story of a big fat lady who got a sex change and became Joey Crack. He had 3 rappers with him and he banged. And he had a big hole in his back. The beluga bunch. Ate up everything up. Fucking see. Stop it. Anyway, look. This is one of those special interviews where you got Cuban in a different mode. Because I had a lot of things in my heart a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even about, it's really about the game of hip hop. And as a whole, as I feel the energy, see it translate through, the media, seeing it translate through interviews to people, through those that are supposed to give us information and put the, you know what I'm saying, the public in point. And then it's not just about hip hop, because this is kind of the last department that is touching, because I've seen this shit happen in, like I said, politics, the medical field, the fucking food, the lies, and they get away with it, and you see it, and they're poisoning you, and I see it. But once again, when it touches you, something you love and something you are involved in firsthand, that's when you see it, and it hurts more, and it makes you want to, do a lot of things. So all I'm doing is, it's not personal with nobody. Like I said, man, think of my story is my story. People want to go for themselves and they want to think about themselves. God bless them. That's only right. You know what I'm saying? They spend enough time with me, whatever. Just don't throw a nigga under the bus. And just don't act like you can't say my name. Big up a motherfucker when you feel like you need to. Don't big me up later in your heart and after the casket when you say I'm the realest nigga. That's exactly what he said. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's my time to go dolo. That's it. You just showing me what I need to do too. So thank you. So share energy like that. Sometimes we get messages from those that, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, stubborn niggas get messages like that. So I appreciate all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And go fuck yourself, Panda.
Hey, why you getting mad at me? You brought up the situation and got mad. That wasn't me.
Because I didn't do an interview with a minute. And I think I see what people say about you. I think you just instigate me. I think you're using me, you fuck.
What?
Because I didn't want to say all of this, but
this is therapy for you. I
think you gassed me because you gassed me with the whole "I love you" because you know what? You always come out and say everything you. That's what the fuck you gassed me.
No, see, because in the beginning of the interview, you was trying to be all political. I don't know, Joe was that he just did all that stuff.
Because we haven't been together for a minute. We haven't done this in a minute, and I see other people are directing you when you're not supposed to get. Nobody's supposed to prep you. Nobody's supposed to tell you nothing about. Don't ask me about. Get the fuck out of here. Go get fuck out of here. Go to another podium. This is made and started by the fucking Linkster and the Panda fuck. And we started with freedom.
That's right.
Freedom of speech. Say what the fuck is in your mind. Say it right. This is live TV for those most of the motherfuckers that want to prep this shit. This is not a fucking. You can't change what the fuck you say. And if you do it right, say my bad. Say it like a man. Speak that shit. Put your motherfuckers in this hot seat, because the hot seat is what the fuck we're supposed to put them in. Especially niggas who you fucking introducing, interviewing. What the heck? These niggas gotta be fuck. Get the fuck out of here. All right, get the fuck out. I gotta go.